Hey, welcome to another episode of Coffee with Waymark. Today we're going to do it a little bit differently. As you can see, I'm in my Boy Scout uniform because I am at camp. This is our my week of summer camp each and every year, and I thought that maybe this year what we would do is actually do a video at camp and actually interview a couple of the scouts that I'm spending the week with and get their take on some financial management questions and answers. So, one of the merit badges that every Eagle Scout is required to take is a merit badge called personal management. And personal management, you learn about budgeting and setting goals and creating schedules and just being a lot more diligent and deliberate with your money. And so, what I'm going to do is shortly after I uh, turn the video around, I'm going to uh, interview a couple of the scouts and see what they learned from personal management, and hopefully some of those things that these 14 to 18-year-old kids can actually tell you will actually resonate with yourself and maybe help you with your own personal finance journey. So here goes. Okay, so I have four new Eagle Scouts, all of whom have taken the personal management merit badge, and they have some life lessons for my clients here. So, first question, in the personal management merit badge, where you learned about budgeting and money and stocks and bonds and things like that, what was the biggest thing that you learned? Anyone can answer.
I think the biggest thing that I learned is that money really is a limited resource that you have to use in the most efficient way possible to get benefits from it. And I think that's it's in the name of the merit badge, personal management. You need to find the best way to manage that money to live your best life. And
got it. I think that's a great way of looking at it, is that money is a finite resource. Okay, second question. So one of the requirements is that you actually had to keep a 13-week budget. So what are some things that you learned, and what are some of the things that you were surprised by with the 13-week budget? Someone other than Kerrigan this time.
Well, during the 13 weeks, I realized that I spent a lot of money on Starbucks.
Yep.
And that in turn that I have to cut back on some of my spending somewhere else so that I can spend that money without wasting too much on other things.
One of the things I talk to a lot of my clients about is that it's almost like weight loss. Like when you lose weight, doesn't necessarily mean you have to stop eating. It's just you have to be a lot more conscious about what you're spending, where you're spending your calories. And I know for Jackson, you're a health nut. So, can you relate to that part?
Definitely. I think that for me, one of the things I noticed the most is that I spend a lot of money on little things, and you kind of don't really know that it's all building up. And you can say the same thing when you're if you're trying to lose weight. Like if you're just snacking all the time, just having a handful of Cheetos here and there, and it's I'm putting peanut butter on this and that, and you don't really know that this has a lot of calories. You don't know you're actually spending a lot of money, going buying packs of gums at the store, and
all those morning coffees add up.
Morning coffees, they do add up, don't they?
Kaylee.
And I mean, for some people, stuff like that is important, especially with calories. If you really like chocolate, then you're gonna want to eat. You still want to eat your chocolate, but then cut back in other places so you can still have your morning coffee. You just have to know when you have to know that you're actually spending money when you're spending money.
Sure.
You can't just be it's $1, it's nothing. That those do add up.
Okay. Final question: how did budgeting change the way you thought about money? We'll make Michael jump in on this one.
The biggest thing that I learned when I was budgeting is actually writing down what I was spending money on. Helped me realize that I was really spending money. Sometimes nowadays that we don't use cash as often. I think really giving out just your card, tapping it, it's just a number on a screen nowadays. And budgeting really helped me realize this is real money. This isn't just a number.
Yeah. Good. All great information. Thanks, guys. So there you have it. Some really wise advice from some really young people. And I think that's one of the cool things about Boy Scouts, or now Scouting America, that it really teaches some of these kids some life lessons that a lot of people and a lot of my clients say, I wish I had learned some of these things earlier. But things like personal management merit badge, if you do want me to send you the requirements of that merit badge, I'm more than happy to share it with you, and maybe you can share it with some of your kids. So by the time you get this, I'll be back in the office out of my Boy Scout uniform, but at least for the time being, I'll say farewell from Camp Yagu and Rhode Island, and remember to be well and do good.